And hello country mouse walkers, welcome to another walk. I've just been, earlier this morning in Skegness, and I've noticed that on my way back that I've still got some room left on my SIM card and some battery life because I'm using an external battery pack. So I've decided to come to walk back Croft way on my way home and do a little bit of filming here. Now I've had to do a quick look online, get a little bit of information because I don't know much about Croft at all. But so we're starting off. Your 3-word starting point is bulge.explored.bins, but I will put that in the description at the beginning. It's currently 9 degrees centigrade, 48 Fahrenheit, and it's just early afternoon, and they forecast rain, but so far we've not had any. As you can hear, there's a lot of crows about. So where is Croft? I mean, there's a lot of crofts in the UK, and they're basically named after beautiful snowdrops. I love snowdrops. They're basically named after crofting areas. So Croft itself, this one is near Skegness. It is 2 miles east of Wainfleet and about 4 miles from Skegness. It's a beautiful looking church. It's an All Saints church, grade 1 listed, which is quite unusual. Normally they're grade 2. And fortunately it's closed at the moment, which is a shame because apparently it's got some 14th century monuments inside it that have been dedicated and built over the years. Just taking a stroll around. Now Croft as an area is very, very large. It literally meets Wainfleet, All Saints at its border, so you literally go from one house to the next and you cross over the border, and it spreads all the way down to Skegness. Most of it is farmland, arable land, and the small pockets of houses. Did have 2 stations at one point, Haven House, which is still open, but I believe it's one of those old stations where the train doesn't stop unless it's requested. And the other is that it's forgotten the name of it, but it's now closed. So the part I decided to film is the part around the church. So we've actually got a small hamlet, condensed area of houses and buildings. So the first mention of Croft itself was in the Domesday Book 1086, and it was mentioned as being a meadow and salt house area. think with only 15 residents. Croft itself now, I think, is listed as having about 850 the last census. Of course, it is census year again. The house next to it, I think, is the vicarage. Of course, we're still in the fens, so it's very flat. And so we'll just take a little wander. I don't know, as I say, I've never stopped through here. I've normally, if I walk this way, I normally walk past down the main road and through it, but never actually stopped in the village a bit. So coming out the church, it looks like, so there's a free car parking area there. Small children's park and play area. Signpost there, Wainfleet, 2.5 miles in that direction. So there's a buttercross there, similar to the one they have in Spilsby. I'm not sure why it's there. I had a quick search, couldn't find any information. There's quite a few of these monuments. Some of them were market areas, some of them were put up as remembrance stones for those lost, which looks like that one is. I'm not sure how long this will be. It's a very tiny hamlet area, this. Obviously there's been buildings in this area since early times. I mean, they say there's mentioned in the Doomsday Book, so how old some of these buildings are. Some of them will be new, or fairly new. So if you've seen my others, it's late February. We're in lockdown in the UK. Although we're seeing a lot of cars on the road, you're not supposed to really travel, but you can go out walking and things, which is good. So I've been into Skegness, but I'm more in my comfort zone now because I'm back out in the country. But I just thought, right, it was so quiet there, I'd gone and go and see what they're up to, rebuilding and such. So please check them out. If you've got any information about Croft or this area, please let me know. I always love finding out new information when I can. about places. Please like, please subscribe. Oh, that's so great. I don't know whether that's for rabbits or cats. There's a fantastic play area there or something. Oh, it's got a cat in it. Good way of keeping them safe but not letting them go wandering off. Those on the treadmill, this is a flat again, we're still in the fens. It's always nice to do a virtual tour. A lot of these areas around here like this used to be made up of council houses. They'd build small estates on them. But nowadays many of them have been sold off, privately owned. For those who aren't in the UK, council houses were properties built by the local authorities and rented out to those who needed homes. Many of them were very cheap to rent, but very big houses, so they were well sought after. So we're just heading out of the village area of Croft. And there's a public right of way here, so let's take a little wander down here rather than staying on the road. Not sure how well used or how muddy it's going to be. I haven't come out in my wellies today, I've come out in my walking boots. So we'll see how well we get on. Hopefully it may just loop round the behind some of the houses and come back into the housed area of Croft. As you can see, most of Croft is like this. There's a small area along the riverbank that's quite highly populated as you head into Wainfleet. And it looks like this path carries on over the fields, which is not somewhere I'm looking to do to go into Wainfleet. So I'm going to take a slow span round, walk my way back, and then back into the village because that's path's taking me in the wrong direction to where I need to be to go home. With the ever darkening skies, I don't want to end up in getting wet through before I get back. Notice somebody there's still got Christmas decorations on there. Monkey tree. think we're just starting to rain. So I wanted to go over this side of the village to take a walk across the park. Some molehills. A really good view from the village hall and the church from here. Well, this looks like a house. It's 1844 it was built. Looks like an extension's been added on since. I would say very well used by the community. For those looking for public footpaths, there's one that goes there across the field. Can't actually see where it leads to. There's a gate there, probably quite well used. And then another gated path and trail in that direction. So, as you can see, mainly land of fields and things over in that direction. Take a short walk this way into the edge of the church. As I say, it's starting to rain. We're not overly far in. I apologise for the hiccup. Not sure where my battery died, so when I do do a little bit of editing to bring them two bits together. But just filming the last few bits. These sort of pasture lands would have normally have sheep or cows something in. Doesn't seem to be anything here at the minute, although the fencing's there, so whether they're expecting to bring some in the next short while, I'm unsure. So as we walk out into the fields, I'm going to call our little visit to the area surrounding Croft Church to an end. Thank you for walking with me. Thank you for joining me. Please like, please subscribe, please check out some of my other videos. And hopefully, in a not too distant future, we can get further afield than Lincolnshire. Maybe get into some hilly areas. But I hope you all keep safe wherever you are. If you're in lockdown or not. I know it's affecting everybody in different ways. Just going to slowly pan round. Got the boiler marsh windows over there in the distance. Some houses, caravan space, and where we first started in the distance there, Croft Church. So hope to see you all again very soon, and join me again. Bye.